FTX founder and former CEO Sam Bankman-Fried will no longer contest extradition to the U.S., an about-face just days after he was remanded to Bahamian jail pending a hearing, a person familiar with the matter told CNBC. The former crypto billionaire will appear in Bahamian court this Monday to formally waive his extradition rights, paving the way for federal authorities to secure his return to the U.S. Extradition between the Bahamas and the U.S. is codified by a 1991 treaty. In practice, the process takes months, if not years, to complete because the accused have numerous chances to appeal. Bankman-Fried's legal team had initially said that it planned to fight extradition. The change of heart would move up the timeline for Bankman-Fried's federal trial significantly. The 30-year-old MIT graduate was originally scheduled for his next hearing in February 2023. A representative for Bankman-Fried declined to comment. Bankman-Fried was indicted in New York federal court on Monday, on charges of wire fraud, securities fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States, and money laundering. If sentenced, he could face the rest of his life in prison. The former FTX CEO also faces concurrent charges from the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission over similar allegations that he worked to defraud FTX customers of billions of dollars since 2019, the year the exchange was founded. At the heart of Bankman-Fried's empire was Alameda Research, a crypto hedge fund that federal regulators allege used FTX customer money to engage in trading which lost billions of dollars. FTX's collapse was precipitated and reporting by CoinDesk revealed a highly concentrated position in self-issued FTD coins, which Bankman-Fried's hedge fund Alameda Research used as collateral for billions in crypto loans. Binance, a rival exchange, announced it would sell its stake in FTT, spurring a massive withdrawal in funds. The company froze assets and declared bankruptcy days later. Charges from the SEC and CFTC indicated that FTX had commingled customer funds with Bankman-Fried's crypto hedge fund, Alameda Research, and that billions in customer deposits had been lost along the way.
American Airlines is dropping regional carrier Mesa, citing financial and operational problems. American Airlines is dropping Mesa Air, citing concerns about its partner's financial and operational problems, an enormous blow to the regional airline that was struggling with increasing costs and the industry's pilot shortage. As a result, we have concerns about Mesa's ability to be a reliable partner for American going forward, Derek Kerr, American's chief financial officer and the president of American's regional brand American Eagle, said in a staff note, which was seen by CNBC on Saturday. American and Mesa agree the best way to address these concerns is to wind down our agreement. Large carriers like American, United Airlines and Delta Airlines routinely contract regional airlines to fly many shorter routes and they account for roughly half of departures, though that number varies by airline. Mesa had a net loss of about $67 million in the 9 months ended June 30th, according to a securities filing. Last week, the Phoenix, Arizona-based airline postponed its quarterly earnings report. Mesa didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. American said its agreement with Mesa was mostly tied to its hubs at Dallas, Fort Worth International Airport and Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. American plans to concentrate its flying with its wholly owned regional subsidiaries like Envoy and PSA, as well as an independent regional carrier SkyWest. Air Wisconsin will also fly for the American Eagle brand, starting its agreement earlier than originally planned, Kerr said. The final Mesa flight for American will be on April 3rd, though American is slashing Mesa flights in March, Kerr said in his note. The flying previously done by Mesa will be backfilled by these high-quality regional carriers as well as our mainline operation, ensuring we can continue to build and deliver the very best global network for our customers, Kerr wrote. Mesa also flies for United, which didn't immediately comment.
The Perseverance rover is about to have a big first on Mars. A version of this story appeared in CNN's Wonder Theory Science newsletter. Some of our favorite space missions are closing out the year in a big way. Artemis I made a literal splash when it successfully returned to Earth on December 11th. Engineers are studying the data collected by the Orion spacecraft now to prepare for the first crewed flight of Artemis II in 2024. Meanwhile, the latest images and findings from September's double asteroid redirection test are in. Everyone can now see the indelible mark DART left on the asteroid Dimorphos. And the James Webb Space Telescope captured a new image featuring a dazzling array of never-before-seen galaxies. Meanwhile, the Perseverance rover is preparing for its next big step on Mars, and we can't wait to follow where it roams. Perseverance isn't letting any dust gather under its wheels. The rover is about to build the first depot on another world as it drops a collection of rock and dust samples on the Martian surface. These samples are part of a matching set that will remain stowed on the rover, and either cache could be the collection that makes its way back to Earth in 2033 through the Mars Sample Return Program. The rover is also plotting a course up the steep bank of an ancient river delta and will begin studying the intriguing material there in February. While Perseverance was investigating Jezero crater on Mars in 2021, a towering whirlwind of dust passed right over it. The rover's microphone happened to be turned on at the time, and the robotic explorer captured the eerie sounds in an audio recording released this week. We are family. Wild chimpanzees in Tanzania have provided researchers with new insights on our ability to walk upright. Bipedalism may have started up in the trees. Previous studies have suggested that ancient human relatives evolved to walk on two legs because they lived in an open savanna, but the latest research contradicts that popular theory. Scientists spent more than a year observing adult chimpanzees in an environment similar to what our early human ancestors encountered, a mix of open land and dense forest. Much of the time, the chimps walked upright among the trees. The study doesn't draw a direct comparison between chimps and our early ancestors, but it has suggested scientists need to take a deeper look at the anatomy of ancient humans and how they moved. Marine archaeologists have found a well-preserved medieval shipwreck resting at the bottom of Mjøsa, the largest lake in Norway. Researchers believe the ship, with unique stem posts and overlapped planks, dates to between the 1300s and 1800s. The ship was discovered during a sonar survey, which has been used to locate dumped munitions. The lake's freshwater environment has caused the ship to appear frozen in time, apart from a little corrosion on its iron nails. The Norse-built ship likely sank during bad weather. Researchers plan to capture more footage of the wreck next year and hope to find more shipwrecks during their ongoing survey. My colleague Katie Hunt recently posed this question, and many of us were surprised to discover just how many reusable bags are stashed in our homes and vehicles. Reusable bags are preferable to single-use plastic bags, but hordes of reusable bags pose their own issues. Being conscious of how you use your bags, as well as what you put in them, can offset these unintended consequences. And it's not just humans who can do their part for the environment. New research has suggested whales play an important but oft-overlooked role in tackling the climate crisis. Images of a sassy penguin, smiling fish, and a toppling lion cub are some of the winners of the 2022 Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards. The photos are great for a laugh, but they also raise awareness for wildlife conservation and support the Whitley Fund for Nature, a UK-based charity. Meanwhile, scientists have discovered that female snakes have a clitoris. This overlooked aspect of their anatomy could serve multiple purposes for the snakes, and the findings suggested female animals likely have a much more active part in mating than they are given credit for, the researchers said. Scientists achieved a milestone for the future of clean energy this week when they produced more energy from nuclear fusion than the laser energy used to power their experiment. Researchers have finally settled the debate with an unexpected find. Jupiter's moon Io, the most volcanic place in the solar system, is about to become the main focus of NASA's Juno spacecraft. Wonder Theory will be on hiatus next Saturday as the team enjoys the holidays. Oh, but there's more. They find wonder in planets beyond our solar system and discoveries from the ancient world.